What up? It's your boy, Dick Incredible Man, and yes, I am back at it again. And this is Megalo Season 2, aka Megalo Nomad, Episode 12. We have one more episode after this one, man, and it's coming to a close, but I feel like we're going to at least dive into the fight this episode. I hope so, man. I'm ready for this fight because we're going to see Joe in a gear. Like, we know he fought underground as the Nomad in the gear, but he's taking Chief's gear, and he's going to box against Mac. Now, we know that there's some underlying stuff going on with that whole storyline, but just to have Joe boxing again in an official match, and he's boxing in Chiefs gear, come on, man, that's just epic. Let's dive into this episode and see what's popping off.
I don't think I do it good, no, I think I do it great. They would do it if they could, they can't do it so they hate. Everybody wanna look, but nobody wanna play. Stealing eyes.
Okay, this is when Mac was in the crowd. Well, he was watching the fight, right? So, like, is Joe the Nomad and the Hummingbird was Chief? Especially in Joe's case, compared to that story. I mean, I don't want Joe to fight, but man. Oh, the little boy was reading this. Oh, well, that's, man. Come on, man. Don't do me like that. Because we know his dad tore the book up, and he feels some type of way too, man. And she feels horrible because she used her husband to help their son, and like, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. Oh, well, yeah, because now they both kind of hate him a little bit because he's not who he used to be. Oh my gosh. I'm not a hero, man. I can mess around and kill somebody all because my mind keep freaking snapping because of this chip. Oh, see, now he hate himself. When you don't have to fight this match, man. Oh shoot. Let's get it, man. Right. It's like, how about you try to survive? I ain't gonna get it because that Mac time is something serious. That's not a that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea though, because with that whole Mac time, he start throwing like all kinds of haymakers. So if you can block enough to keep your composure and not get hit, you'll be fine. Those hits are still gonna hurt, but you won't get knocked out or beat the brakes off of you. Oh yeah, for somebody like Joe, he doesn't have the power. Deer skin is lighter. It's lighter than cowhide. Oh, so they finna remake the man. Come on, man. Tell me this ain't epic. Yeah, he actually learned something from being in the ring, and he knows Joe. Oh, it warms my heart to be everybody to be back in the. Is that Max Brain? She better know what she's doing though, cause that dude seemed like he'll kill somebody too though to keep all this stuff a secret. Yeah, man. A lot of people deal with the pressures of life and the future and stuff, man. And some people can't hack it, but it's not good to talk down about people that's suicidal because they're going through something and they never got the help that they needed. Look at his face, like he could care less. Oh, he don't want to look. He don't want to be like not to have any money or anything again, or homeless or whatever. I'm assuming. I don't know. So that's why he's holding on so tightly to the fact of being the hero boxer. That's why he's having a hard time contemplating whether to give it up or not. And because he doesn't want to give up their nice life, that's why he's continued to do it. Well, now, little boy, that may or may not be true because daddy on some other stuff right now. Yeah, I know she feels some type of way, man, because she kind of blames herself. And it's not your fault, man. That chip was faulty. Oh yeah, because before then he was just taking hits and hits and hits and hits. And see, in that moment, he felt super indebted to someone that didn't really care. He used you guys' trauma for your son as a means to an end to help to get you to use this chip. Uh, Let me guess, because he's Hero Mac. Oh shoot. Oh Mac, don't attack no police officer, man. Well, now see that now that's a police officer I could get behind. Well, so they know each other. Uh, yeah, whatever. Cause Mac was rude. Like, I mean, sure, but yeah, with the help of a freaking chip that just messes him up. I'm saying Mac was young. Oh, so that's why that's where the nickname stuck. Well, he can't tell nobody this, man. This is some stuff you can't tell people. Not this. Somewhat, maybe a little bit, probably. I know they did not just play the intro song on the guitar. So Mac is from the same country that Chief is from, because he came on the boat. So we saw him meeting old girl and everything. So that's how he got the title hero. Dude, like there's a shootout, there's a fire, he went in there and saved these kids. You know what? Mac just might be a hero, man. Yeah, and you know what? I feel like his life would have been turned out just fine until that doggone chip messed him up, man. Well, that's nice. It touches your heart. Cause we see that Mac is going through some stuff too, man. Okay, I see you. That was nice, man. I mean, I know it's tearing him apart because he doesn't want to lose what his family has. You know, his mobility. You know, him walking, and I know they can't reverse the surgery for his son, but they could take that chip out and he'll be paralyzed. So I'm assuming he doesn't want to do that to his wife. He doesn't want to lose that. Well, that could be true. Because I could see Mac as kind of being the nomad too. Like, you know, he when they first came there, you know, he wandered around and doing his own thing and everything. Then he became a police officer. Things happened. You know, the hummingbird sung the song to him, and then, you know, he found out the truth of everything, and that his wife told him, and he found his way back home after contemplating a lot of stuff. But he found his way back home. It ain't your fault either, man. It's old dude fault because he lied and he's withholding information from y'all and stuff. It's not on y'all. And what choice were you supposed to choose? It was your son. You might lose this fight though. I'm sorry for you, Mac. I mean, because you got a little emotional story too, but you may lose this fight. Okay, so we're not going to get the fight this episode. I was hoping that we would, but the fight's not going to take place till next week because last week's episode we dealt with the emotional parts for Joe, and this week we got to see a vulnerable emotional parts of Mac. Maybe that's her kind of gaining her senses back to tell the truth about this chip. That's what you think. I love the fact that he's trying to take back his own life, but you see what I'm saying? Like he's one of those people that like he don't care about anything, man, except for making money and selling this chip. So you got to find another way. But I know Mac actually wants to fight Joe, so it's gonna be good though. But I'm ready for this fight, man. I'm ready for this fight. With Yuri in his corner and Sachiko, like, you know, Joe maybe be back. He may be back, baby. I like that they're having fun. Everything's good on both fronts. Yeah, man. I don't want Joe to die in the ring or nothing either, man. Nothing better not happen. That's all I got to say. Okay, yeah. So like we'll tease. Okay, we're gonna get it teased and lead up to it, and the actual fight won't start till next week. Wait, is he gonna try not to go into Mac time? He got the 2 police officers in his corner. He ain't dealing with the Roscoe guys anymore. Let's go, man. Who is he talking to though? Because they didn't show it, so I want to know who is he talking to. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm so excited for this fight, man. Because we get to see Joe in the gear. Mac is not dealing with Roscoe, so it's like a legitimate fight this time. There's no strings involved in this time. Okay, that's it, man. That was Megalobox Season 2, aka Megalobox Nomad Episode 12. And I do apologize if I kind of talked a lot through this one because there was a lot to really discuss and talk about in this episode because there was a lot of stuff that they were showing us and a lot of stuff that we were dealing with, which was involving Mac more in particular this episode, because I feel like last week's episode, we didn't dive too much and too deep with Joe because we pretty much knew what was going on with Joe because we handled all of that at the very beginning of the season. So this week we kind of focused heavily on Max, seeing him watching Joe and Yuri's match, seeing him be the police officer, seeing him get off the ship as an immigrant, meet his wife, ended up having a child, saving these people, becoming a hero, and leading up to him actually obtaining the chip from Roscoe and becoming a boxer. Like, we got to see a lot of the transitions through Mac, and after having this shocking revelation told to him by his wife and her feeling some type of way from having to choose between her husband and her son, she, made the tough choice and chose her son to have the operation and let her husband be a test subject. So that was a tough decision for her, I'm sure. But through all of this revelation for Mac, we see that he's dealing with a lot of stuff, man. Like we see him contemplating a lot of things, and he's upset at Roscoe, but he doesn't really quite know what to do about it because he can't really just up and leave because he got the chip, and that chip allowed him to walk and be active and be a part of his son's life without being crippled or paralyzed, and he can't really just turn his back on him like that because he may decide to retake the chip back. So Mac decides to play alone, but he's not doing it with Roscoe anymore. He has these 2 officers that he bumped into in the park when he was laying in his car that just so happens one dude happens to be his friend. This episode spoke volumes, and it even made me feel sorry for Mac a little bit and made me kind of want to root for him. I don't want him to win. I want Joe to win. I'm going to be 100%. But it made me feel for Mac, and it gave me a clear understanding as to what Mac is going through and why he's doing the things that he's doing and why and how he's dealing with this shocking revelation and this hard truth that he's having to deal with. And we also see that Sachiko is actually reconstructing Joe's gear that he got from Chief, because they use Chief's son used cowhide on it, and that's a little bit heavier, so he decided to use deer hide for Joe with someone with a little slimmer build, because he doesn't have the power punches in such of a big heavy gear with the cowhide on it. So they put deer hide on it because it's not as tough, but it's tough and lighter. So I'm super excited to see what's going to take place in this fight, man, because I'm here for it. I am here for this fight, man. This is what incredible. Don't forget to smash the like button. You can't smash any more. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them and subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. And remember, the anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, man. Peace out.